In the last section, we finished up with our MongoDB setup on OSX operating system. There's one last piece of software that we're going to install that's going to help us out tremendously during the development process, and that is Robomongo down here. The purpose of Robomongo is to give us a graphical client to look at all the data that is sitting inside of our database. So it's something that we're solely going to use for development, just to give us a hand on figuring out what data is sitting inside of our database. Installing it is definitely easier than the MongoDB setup, is all I'm going to say. So let's get to it. It'll only take a second. In my browser, I'm going to manually navigate over to robomongo.org. And then once here, I will find the download link very prominently placed on the main page here. So I'll hit download, and then select the latest version that's on here. So download, and that's it. I'm on Mac. I'll make sure I download the Mac executable here. We'll download the file, and it's only going to take a second. It's only 16 megabytes large. So I'll open up the archive. And then installation is pretty darn straightforward. All we got to do is drag Robomongo over into the applications folder, and that's pretty much it. Not too bad, right? Now, just to make sure everything is working a-okay, I'm going to start up Robomongo now. So I'm going to open up my applications. I'll search for Robomongo, and we get presented with a security warning right here. I can click open right here, so I'm going to click open and open the thing up. If your installation of OSX does not present you with that open option, if it just says, hey, you can't open this file because you downloaded it off the internet, no problem. We just need to update a quick security setting. So if you saw that message, if it said, hey, can't open this thing at all, you can come up here to the apple at the top left hand of the screen. You'll click on System Preferences. This will open up the System Preferences window. I'll find Security and Privacy on the top right hand side. I'll click it. I'm going to click the lock down here to make changes while also putting in my password. And then you'll probably see a button right here, something that says, hey, you just tried to open up Robomongo. Are you sure you want to open this? And there'll be a button there that says, yeah, I want to open this. So just go ahead and click it and you'll be good to go. So again, you only have to do that step if OSX gives you a little bit of complaints. Now, once we've opened up Robomongo, it's likely that you've already got an existing server in here. Usually Robomongo will populate this option for you, but I'm going to assume that nothing is there. So we're just going to assume nothing is there. Again, if you have an option, totally fine. Otherwise, we're going to walk through creating a new database connection. So I'm going to click the Create link on the top left-hand side of that window. And then all the default settings in here are A-OK. The only thing I'm going to do is rename the name of the database to local, like so. So I'll save it. I'll select local, and then I'll connect. And all of a sudden on the top left-hand side, we get a list of all the local databases that are sitting inside of our MongoDB instance. One thing that I want to mention is if the connection fails to be made, remember, we have to be running either MongoD at our command line or be using the brew services setup. Okay, so one or the other at this point in time in order to be able to connect to our database. So there's not really any data inside of here yet that's going to be at all interesting to us. So let's continue in the next section, and we're going to start working a little bit more on our first application and try to answer the question, what is MongoDB and what is it doing for us? So I'll see you in the next section.